Hey everyone, this is Jamie Plies and I got Sifu No here. This is Sifu's Corner and this is our newest member, Bob. Welcome, Bob, all right?
And this is Sandy.
Yeah, this is Sandy.
Is John.
And this is where we answer your questions, your comments, your concerns, anything to do with martial arts or obviously inner Shaolin, what we do here. So Zach wrote us in. He was actually inquiring about one of our lessons about the back kick. And he says, I'm confused about when is it okay and when is it not okay to lean the body? Why is it okay in this kick and not others? And the general principle on when is it and when is it not a good time to lean?
Oh, am I supposed to answer this question? No, okay. Okay.
Bob, you got this one? No.
Okay. Listen, the answer's simple. Anytime you do a front kick, anything that's forward in front of you, you don't need to lean because your body can handle that, okay? Unless you're very unflexible, okay? So when we're doing any type of slant kick, front kick that's in front of us, we don't need to tilt the body unless it gets past a certain point. The general rule is solar plex, you don't need to lean, okay? If you're conditioned, you shouldn't be. So most people who can train their body, that's basically the height you can go without compromising your body, your hip especially. So I'm gonna use Bob, and you can see when we're doing this, anywhere between here, I can still raise and not have to compromise. Once I start going higher than my solar plex, it causes my hip to turn and it's gonna cause me to lean. So that would be bad because when you're doing that, you don't have a counterforce. So when you're leaning backwards and you're driving forward energy, that tilt backwards is gonna draw your energy away from the kick. It's gonna take away from your power and it's gonna take away from your balance. So you can't lean for that. Now, in terms of the other kicks, round kick, side kick, back kick, the reason why you lean is because your hips sit side to side. And it is impossible to kick straight up to the side and drive with power and not get your hip and your body to turn, okay? It's like, well then, if I'm leaning backwards or leaning the opposite, wouldn't I fall? No, and the reason why is because your head is your counterweight for your body. So if I'm doing like a side kick, it's important to get my head plumb and up. If I threw my head this way, that's gonna cause me to fall. So that's why you can't do that. Okay, you must keep your head plumb to the floor. So if I do turn my hips, it's gonna naturally turn my body. So if my body goes like this and I have a counterforce like this going up and this is my head and my neck, it's gonna keep me stable. The problem with the front kick is if you're leaning backwards, you can't lean like this, okay? It's not natural for your neck to do that. So when you do front kicks, like, well, why couldn't I lean backwards from the front kick? It's because it's not natural for your neck to do that. It's just not comfortable for you at all. So that's why when you do a front kick, it's okay not to lean because your hips naturally go forward like this. Hips don't naturally do that. You can't do that without compromising your body, okay? So it's okay, but the way God made us is our head can tilt really far from side to side. So we can go like that, and so my body goes this way. As long as I keep my head plumb, I keep myself stable and still drive my energy towards my target without compromising my root or my drive and my energy. So that is why you can tilt your body on back kicks, side kicks, round kicks, anything that goes in front of you, anything that's not in front of you, anything that you're going sideways, round, you have to create a turn of your hip. So when your hips are turning or tilting in any way, it's gonna cause you to tilt your body. It's impossible for you not to, okay? Your body's made to go forward and inward. It's not made to go backwards and outwards. So to compensate that, you have to create the turns in your body to keep yourself from falling over and to allow your hip to get your kicks or your legs to get your kicks through the hips, okay? So that's basically the reason why. And more importantly than anything else, I always like to say, don't force it out, feel it out, you'll find it out. And if you do, there's a feel. You'll naturally feel it. To do a side kick and try not to lean, you're gonna see that's very hard to do. Try to do a front kick and lean backwards, you're gonna find that it's very difficult to get that kick in on the focus like this because of the body weight. So that's why you make sure that you wanna feel everything you do, okay? It's always about getting the feel. Dancing is the same, we feel. Music is the same, we feel to do things. Kung Fu, no different. You should feel your movement, okay? And you can find it yourself. You can study it and you just, okay, I'm gonna side kick like that. You can see it's very difficult to do, okay? And if you go, okay, well, if I do this, I feel like I'm falling. Remember, the answer to that is the head. Make sure the head's plumb. Don't tilt your head away from it. That way it won't work. So make sure that you keep your head plumb upward, and that's gonna create your counterforce to keep you to drive the energy, okay? So that's the simple answer on what the question that you had. So Anything else?
That's it. So I hope that helps Zach. And if you have a question like Zach or something different, feel free to comment below. Make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and Bob will answer all your questions. We'll see you guys next time.
See ya.